Hi everyone, my name is Colleen Daly-Doy. I'm the Executive Director here at Project Weber Renew. I'm beyond thrilled to be here to celebrate our 5th anniversary as a merged organization. As I look back over the last 5 years, a lot of numbers began flying through my mind. I'm reminded that when we merged, we had 1 full-time and 5 part-time staffers. Today, we have recently hired our 25th person, and we are hiring our 26th and 27th in the next month, which allows us to reach so many more people. When we first merged, we were renting a space on Allens Ave that many of you may know, and for 15 months we did not have heat in that space, including an entire winter. We wore jackets inside the entire winter, and we used lots of space heaters. This month we opened our 2nd space in Olneyville and our 3rd space in Pawtucket, and they all have heat and hot water. When we merged, our budget was just under $100,000, and this year we will surpass $1.5 million. We are using this funding to support basic needs for clients, recovery housing, our outreach team, and many other services. But I want to tell you about my favorite number, 2. 2 is the number of folks in the past year alone that we have hired who are people that we once served. This underscores our commitment to being a peer-based organization. The numbers that really excite me are the numbers of peer staffers who have gone from volunteer to outreach worker to project coordinator to program director. People like Dennis, who is now recognized as one of the most respected recovery leaders in the state, who co-leads the Governor's Overdose Task Force Racial Equity Working Group, and who owns his voice and the weight behind it and uses that voice to make change in our state. And finally, the numbers that bring me the most joy are the numbers of reports that we get every single day regarding the people who've used the Narcan that we distribute to save someone's life. As overdose deaths increase, the need for this life-saving intervention becomes even more critical. So while the numbers are powerful, what I love most about Project Weber Renew is that we do not treat people like numbers. Instead, every interaction we have with a person is a chance for that person to be fed, to be connected to harm reduction services, to enter recovery, to be tested for HIV, or simply to be seen and heard as a fellow human being. Thank you for helping to make our work possible. We are so grateful for your support.
Welcome everyone to Project Weber Renew's 5th anniversary celebration. We are so excited to have you here tonight with us for this variety show.
And thank you so much to Colleen for opening it up for us. Amazing to hear you.
We're so proud of this organization. My name is Abby Napton, and I am a Project Weber Renew board member. I'm also a person in long-term recovery, so this work just means the world to me.
And I'm Kat Boots. I'm also on the Project Weber Renew board. I'm the board treasurer, also a person in long-term recovery, and just so proud of everything this organization has become and everything it's aiming towards. And we're so excited to have all of you here tonight for this anniversary. Our Project Weber Renew is a harm reduction organization that serves a multitude of people and purposes and needs, and it's just filled this amazing void in our community. So tonight, we really hope that you can enjoy some of these bands, some of these stories, and help us raise some money for the organization.
Click that donate button. Woo! Thanks for being here.
All right, so now we're gonna go to Lindsay, who is our board secretary and is gonna be singing a little song for us, and she's so talented. I'm so excited for you guys to see her.
Unbelievable. I'm so excited.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's Lindsay.
Woo, Lindsay!
Hey everyone, my name is Lindsay Ray. I've been on the Project Weber Renew Board of Directors since October 2019. I just want to congratulate you guys for 5 years of Weber Renew, all of this amazing work that you've been doing over the past 5 years to help some of our state's most vulnerable folks. I'm so inspired by the staff and all of the hard work that they're doing. And this is just a token of my appreciation and respect for everything that you do. And without further ado, here's Rhode Island is Famous for You. Every state has something its Rotary Club can boast of, some product that the state produces the most of. Rhode Island is little, but oh my, it has a product anyone would buy. Copper comes from Arizona, peaches come from Georgia, and lobsters come from Maine. The wheat fields are the sweet fields of Nebraska, and Kansas gets bonanzas from the grain. lucky. New Jersey gives us glue. But you come from Rhode Island, and little old Rhode Island is famous for you. Cotton comes from Louisiana, gophers from Montana, and spuds from Idaho. They plow land in the cowland of Missouri, where most beef meant for roast beef seems to grow. Grand Canyons come from Colorado, gold comes from Nevada, divorce is also too. But you come from Rhode Island, and little old Rhode Island is famous for you. Pencils come from Pennsylvania, vests from West Virginia, and tents from Tennessee. They know mink where they grow mink in Wyoming. A camp chair in New Hampshire, that's for me. And minnows come from Minnesota, coats from Dakota. But why should you be blue? 'Cause you come from Rhode Island, and little old Rhode Island is famous for you. Rhode Island is famous for you. Rhode Island is famous for Weber Renew.
Just incredible. Rhode Island is famous for Weber Renew, and one of the faces of Weber Renew that many of you may be familiar with, but I hold very close to my heart, is Rich. Rich was one of the first people I ever heard talk about recovery when I was 16 years old, and so it just means so much to me to see him come as far as he has, and to see where he is today, and to hear his story of just hope and perseverance and standing by this organization through many changes. And so here's Rich.
Hi, my name is Rich Holcomb. I'm the founder of Project Weber. I'm currently the manager of the Men's Drop-In Center at Project Weber Renew, and right now I am standing in the first drop-in center for male sex workers in the United States. Myself and James Waterman, Jimmy, good friend of mine, started this thing back in 2008. So for 13 years, we have provided services, resources, and support to the community of men who have sex with men in the state of Rhode Island. And we borrowed backpacks from AIDS Care Ocean State, right? We had absolutely no funding, so a lot of our items were donated to us. Narcan, clean needles, condoms, food, snacks, sandwiches. And we went out there with these backpacks, and we just started going out into the streets that we used to use in, that we used to sell ourselves in, and we connected with the men that were still out there to give them some hope. Brought them to detoxes, treatment centers, 12-step recovery meetings, and we did this for years. I had a vision of opening a drop-in center, right? A safe, comfortable place where men who engage in this activity could come and talk with people like themselves, who wouldn't judge them, who understood what they were feeling and what they were coming from. And it took years and years to get the Project Weber Drop-In Center funded, and a lot of trials and tribulations, a lot of adversity and obstacles that we had to face, but eventually it happened. Opening up that drop-in center was the happiest day of my life. Standing there, watching Jonathan cut the ribbon, Jimmy beside me, my friends Tom and Steve, and the board of directors and all of the supporters from over the years stood by our side that day, and things went incredibly wonderful. As soon as we opened the doors, the population of men that we had serviced on the streets for so many years walked through those doors and received HIV testing, hepatitis C testing. We got most of our population on insurance, medical insurance. At the time, a good number of our clients were not did not have medical insurance, so we were able to make that process happen to them. We brought them to their doctor's appointments, 12-step meetings. We hosted our own support groups at the drop-in center. We made it a safe place for these guys to get the services and support that they so desperately needed. The problem was I forgot about myself in the process. I became so obsessed with helping others that I forgot about myself. And after several years of abstinence from drugs and alcohol, I relapsed. Everything that I had built was gone in just a very short amount of time. I lost my home, my apartment, my job. I resigned as director of Project Weber, and I was on the streets again. It was a very humiliating part of my life, and I thought I was going to die. And after several opioid overdoses and having to have been Narcaned back to life, I tried again and again and again, and I just couldn't stay clean consistently. While I was out using, the board of directors was trying to figure out how they were going to sustain the organization while the founder was out using drugs, and there was limited money in our budget to sustain our drop-in center. Someone on the board had an idea to merge with Project Renew, which was an organization out of Central Falls that served female sex workers. Shortly after, the organization merged together and became Project Weber Renew. I remember finding out about this while I was using drugs in Florida through social media, and I was pissed. I was confused, I was scared, I was nervous that the vision that I had for Project Weber was going to be lost forever. Boy, was I wrong. And I need to say that. Colleen Daly-Nadoy has done such a wonderful job as executive director of this organization and has done things that I was not capable of doing. And I really want to thank her and commend her for that. The organization did not lose its identity. It only enhanced the services and support that we're able to give to our clients on a daily basis. We still have a drop-in center for male sex workers that I'm standing in right now. We serve the same population of men that we've served for the last 13 years. And I'm honored to still be here and to work alongside of Colleen and Dennis and Tyrone and Lily and Ashley and Den and so many other people who are here. This organization is growing fast, and I can't be more proud of the work that everyone's put in to make this what it is today. With that, I just want to thank our supporters, the board of directors, our staff and clients for making Project Weber Renew a very special place that I'm pleased and honored to be able to be a part of this. Happy 5 years, Project Weber Renew. It's been that long since we've merged together as one, and here's to many more. Thanks.
And next, I'm so excited to introduce our next act. My niece, Abby Kilday, is 14 years old and is an incredibly talented musician. I am so excited to hear her sing Ophelia by the Lumineers.
my gosh, Abby, that was amazing.
So proud of you. That was incredible. Thank you so much for being part of this. And I'm just so impressed by the youth today and their understanding of this work that is done by Project Weber Renew.
Absolutely.
And just kind of the, social consciousness that they have that definitely wasn't in existence when I was in high school.
Yeah, that was
She's
awesome.
in middle school.
I know you said she's like 14, was that what you said?
Yeah.
I can't believe she's only 14. Amazing.
We're
well
very
done,
proud.
Abby.
Yay. So in other exciting news, before we get into our next act, we wanted to make an announcement that if you were a donor of more than $50, or if you donate more than $50 tonight, right now, click the button, you will be receiving one of these Harm Reduction Saves Lives masks.
Awesome.
Stylish and functional.
And if you donate more than $100, you'll get a t-shirt with that same design. I don't have it to show you yet, but once I donate $100, I'll be rocking it. I'll show you all.
So click that button.
Please donate. And up next we have Ryan Gould, who I'm a little biased. He's my brother-in-law, and I'm just so proud of him. He does a lot of pedal work, a lot of guitar work, and a lot of people just describe him as a fun-loving guy with a guitar. So I'm so excited to introduce Ryan Gould.
Yay.
Hi, my name is Ryan Gould. Thanks so much for joining us tonight for the Project Weber Renew variety show. It's a bunch of great acts for a great cause. Hope you have a lot of fun. Without any further ado, this is a song called The Deal. Says it costs a lot to win, even more to lose. You and me bound to spend some time just wondering what to choose. Goes to show that you don't ever know. You better watch each card you play and play it slow. Wait until your deal come round. Don't you let that deal go down, oh no. Says you pour the wine for me, you better tighten up my shoes. No, you hate to see me sitting there composing lonesome blues. Goes to show that you can't ever know. You better watch each card you play and play it slow. Wait until your deal come round. Don't you let that deal go down, oh no. Gambling hereabouts 10 good solid years. If I told you about all that went down, it might burn off both your ears. Goes to show that you can't ever know. You better watch each card you play and play her slow. Wait until your deal come round. Don't you let that deal go down, oh no. I've been gambling here about 10 good solid years. Thanks so much for coming out and supporting. Stick around, there's a bunch of other fun acts for you, and we'll see you soon.
Oh my gosh, Ryan, thank you so much.
That was awesome.
That was a lot of fun. That was well done, well done. Thank you so much for everyone that's donating money, time, talent, craft. We're so grateful for everyone tonight. And I want to introduce Whoopi, who is our Senior Peer Outreach Specialist at Project Weber Renew. Been a part of the organization for a very long time, and I'm really excited to hear her say a few words. So, Whoopi, it's all you.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Whoopi. How I got here, I got to Weber Renew. Actually, it was Project Renew at the time. I was a client myself. I used to come here to find somewhere safe to go without getting in trouble, because I knew if I went back to the old area, I would use. So I took this place to be my safe haven. I noticed when I came in the door, they always made me feel welcome, and I wanted to come back to that comfortable place. I found out there was some place that I felt comfortable besides standing on the street corner. So I came over here at a time that nobody really supported anything I was doing. I was at a low point in my life. I didn't care if I really lived or died. And this place was here. And I'm so glad it was here, because by me staying here and staying focused, I wound up being an outreach worker for the place. They hired me. I was one of the first outreach workers they ever put, to trust in. I didn't even know I liked doing outreach until I started doing it. But I knew I liked to help people. Since then I have saved 3 or 4 people's life. I mean, that right there is a blessing itself. Plus this place saved mine. Let me go back at the beginning. I was at a place where I weighed 100 pounds. Let me put yourself in my shoes. My family wasn't talking to me. My daughter wasn't talking to me. Nobody believes in me but this judge, and I used to cuss him out like on the regular, and he would say, "Don't bring her into my courtroom." And I told him I've been thrown out of better places, and after that we became friends. He helped me get a job, but I still came back to the place that saved my life, which is Project Renew and Weber Renew. I work with clients now that's just like me. They're out there caught up. The addiction is so strong that whatever you think you can do, you can't, because it got such a grip on your life. You don't care if you sleep, you don't care if you eat, you don't care if you see your kids, you don't care if you die. You just want to get high. And that's where I was at. And for me to have a chance to help somebody to get out of that addiction, it's a blessing, because by me helping them, I help myself, because it lets me know every day that I don't want to be out there no more. I don't want to be feeling like the world's coming to an end. I want to live today. And this place has taught me how to live. They supported me when nobody else supported me. Through my wrong and through my right, they were here for me. They used to come by a building and I would go behind it because I was getting high, and I would like, "Oh my God, there's Colleen," or whatever, and I would run behind the building and they were like, "Oh, come on out, how you doing?" And I was like, "Oh my God." So, I just couldn't believe that somebody cared enough to have the patience with me at my very, very critical time. They didn't know how much I had went through until I actually graduated from drug court. And the judge said, because of me, he's going to do drug court entirely different, because I was the worst client he ever had. So I taught him that it didn't matter if he put me in jail. I was still going to use. And so that wasn't the answer. So now he gives people more chances, because he knows, like, the first time you might not get it, and threatening you to put you in jail is not the answer, because you're going to come right back out and be stuck around the same situation, no place to go, people that only going to recommend that either you drink with them or get high with them. So since my life has changed, I try to help people every day the way they help me. Sometimes you just give a person, something to drink, clean needle, conversation, a cigarette, and they'll tell you their whole life history. And the people just want to be helped. They just want somebody that cares, until they can care about themselves. And I have much props for this place, because they understand the disease of addiction.
Thank you so much, Whoopi. Cheryl, also known as Whoopi. We are so proud of the work that you do and just the role that you play in this organization. It's truly remarkable to see you where you are. When I met you at the beginning of my recovery journey, and your daughter means the whole world to me. So thank you so much for sharing.
It was so great to hear you. Thank you.
Just so powerful. And next up, we have EJFM, who is an amazing artist. He is Kara, one of our board members' partner. And he is on Spotify, so you can look him up, EJFM on Spotify. But this is for your viewing pleasure.
Hey everyone, this is EJFM, and I'll be performing a song in celebration of Project Weber Renew's 5-year anniversary. Here we go.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
Absolutely blown away.
Awesome. Thank you so much, EJFM. Remember, check EJFM out on Spotify. That
I
was
certainly will
incredible.
be. Yeah. That was remarkable. Like,
that was a lot of
oh
fun.
my gosh.
Also, we'd like to take a moment to remind you that this is a fundraiser as well as a variety show. So if you have the ability, please donate. We'd really appreciate it. And with that, I would like to introduce Jesinya Sousa, who's the Trans Outreach Program Coordinator at Project Weber Renew. And she's sharing a client success story. So take it away, Jesinya.
I'm Jesinya Sousa, the Trans Outreach Coordinator here at Project Weber Renew. And I'm really excited about our 5th anniversary and how much great work we do in the community. So I want to start off with a client success story. I'm very proud of this client. They're doing absolutely wonderful. And how I met this client was one day, some time ago, a few years ago, I had met them at a gay pride event downtown Providence, and we became friends. Also, we became friends on social media. And then some time had passed again, and unfortunately, I noticed on Facebook that they were going through a tough time. So I felt compassionate, and they wrote that they had lost a parent, so that touched my heart. And they also unfortunately put that they were suicidal. So that was a red flag to me. So I thought about it, and I reached out to them, and I said, hey, it's gonna be okay. You don't have to be suicidal or kill yourself. I don't think your mom would want you to kill yourself, you know? So I talked with them for a while, and then so we talked about different issues and stuff. They let me know that they were struggling with substance abuse, alcohol issues. And so therefore, I talked it over with my coworker, and me and the coworker, we planned a visit. We went to see them at their place, and they told us that they had to move, they had nowhere to go. So the services that we provide here at Project Weber Renew, we provide peer support, we provide housing navigation, we also provide name change and gender marker change, we also provide substance abuse support, HIV and hepatitis C testing, and we also assist with benefits and SNAP and other things, you know, case by case basis. But so at that time we talked with the client, and we all came up with an agreement that it was best that they went into one of the programs that we provide here, which is SAMHSA. It's a grant that helps clients get into sober housing, you know. So with the help of that, we came across another barrier, because we needed to find a safe space, because the person, they also was non-binary, and we wanted to find the perfect fit. So our motto is to give the client options, also to provide safe space that they'll feel ultimately comfortable, so they can work on their recovery. So with the client's help, actually, we found a place called Hazel House, which was a new place. There's not many, but we found a house that offered LGBT and also non-binary, substance abuse, sober housing. And with the help of Ride Cares, one of our partners that we do work with, the house is working on getting certified, so the client agreed to go there. So I was pretty happy about that, because I was able to help them get into a safe space and convince them that it's gonna be okay, that we're here, you have a family, you have support. I stand here tall, and I stand here to support our trans and non-binary community, to make sure that they can have normal, functionable, safe, stable living, medical, all the good things. So I want to end this by also having a moment of silence for Tatiana, Miss Tatiana. She before I became the coordinator here, she was the coordinator, and unfortunately she passed. So I just want to say all the work that she did before me, I want to continue to hold that torch and continue to strive and to support our community.
Hi, Greg Shrest here from the Island Time Steel Band. Aaron and I are very proud to be performing on this project in support of you, and specifically would like to wish you a congratulations from the band on your 5th anniversary. We are hoping that the audience will be very, very supportive by giving not only of their heart but with their wallet to support the mission of Project Weber Renew, and that you will give very, very generously so that we can meet our fundraising goals. Again, congratulations and thanks for including us.
That was so much fun.
That was a lot of fun.
I had no idea that steel drums could do that.
I know, that was wild. I loved all the shots that they had, and you could see everything going on. That was great.
You know, we're so happy to have you all here tonight, and we kind of want to share a little bit about why this is so important to us. So, Kat, do you want to share a little bit about your journey?
Sure, absolutely. So, you know, I'm a recovering addict and alcoholic, and I have been for, it's going to be 10 years in June, so it's been almost a decade. And I just have to say that, like, part of the reason why I'm so passionate about the Project Weber mission is because not only have I been through addiction, but, you know, I've lost a lot of loved ones to addiction, like so many of us in recovery, you know, and I love that throughout my journey, even though it wasn't linear all the time. There are still people that even in my darkest hours treated me like a person, you know, and Project Weber treats people like people, you know, and that, you know, overdose doesn't have to mean the end. I believe in second chances. I believe in third and fourth chances, and I'm just so grateful for everything that Project Weber has given to our community and given to me personally, you know, just through experience and service. So how about you, Abby?
Thank you so much for sharing that. And, you know, it's a lot of the same for me. I just celebrated 8 years of recovery in February, and, you know, it's true that overdose doesn't have to mean it's over, because not for everybody anyway. You know, I was saved by naloxone 3 times in my own addiction and my own struggles, and one of those times it was in the hands of a person on the street who had Narcan, and, you know, that's something that the Project Weber Renew staff have actually been able to physically do. They have saved people's lives out there doing outreach on the street, and my gosh, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for someone like that. You know, I literally would not be here today. And like today, I have an incredible life full of purpose and passions, and I get to share that by being a board member at Project Weber Renew. So it's really given me so much. And, you know, I have a 10-month-old son who would not be here if Narcan didn't exist. And you and all of you at home should absolutely be carrying it. And if you don't have any, you can contact Project Weber Renew to get trained and to have some naloxone to carry with you, because it is everyone's responsibility to save a life, and I truly believe that we are all able and capable, so why wouldn't we, you know?
Absolutely, absolutely, so, amazing.
With that, I'm so excited to introduce Prescott. So, funny story, Prescott grew up, I grew up the street from Prescott. He was my friend's father who lived at the top of the road, and I always knew he was a musician, and I knew that he was a little bit different and wild to me. And, you know, years and years later, we had lost touch. I'd moved away, and he had contacted me and told me that he was in recovery. So getting to connect with him for this and hear him play music that is really like about recovery is just so cool to me. And we're so excited to introduce Prescott.
Hi everybody, my name is Prescott. I'm an alcoholic. My sobriety date is October 1st, 2018. Thanks for asking me to play a couple songs, Abby. I've known Abby for quite a long time. She was just a kid down the street when I first met her, and it's just wonderful to cross paths again in sobriety and recovery. It's truly really a gift to reconnect with folks in recovery because of recovery. It's just really unbelievable. This next one is called Weeds, and it is on the record that I just put out, and it goes like this. Stuck in the weeds of misery. Life has nothing left for me. So many things I cannot change in my meadow. Take a breath and see what's left. Are these the things I want to change? Are these the things I have to change for the meadow? I want to pull the weeds of misery from the meadow and see the sunshine. I want to pull the weeds of misery from my meadow and see the sunshine. Said I should find the weeds of misery to make a change or live a life of misery. Try and see the life of misery from the meadow. Can I pull the weeds of misery from my meadow and see the sunshine? I want to pull the weeds of misery from my meadow and see the sunshine. Help me pull the weeds of misery from my meadow and see the sunshine. Help me pull the weeds of misery from my meadow and see the sunshine. All right. Thank you very much. Thanks again, Abby, for asking me to do this. It's kind of a big deal. I haven't performed much sober. I've probably performed 4 times sober, and it is a big deal. So thank you very much.
Yay, Prescott! Thank you.
That was phenomenal.
Yeah, that was fun.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being part of this and for believing in the mission. And for those of you who believe in this mission, please click that donate button because we are here to raise money and hopefully save lives.
Absolutely, and I just want to thank everyone again. I want to thank everyone that's donated so far, everyone that bought tickets, everyone that donated time and talent and craft. Thank you so much. We really, really appreciate it. And with that, I'm going to introduce our last speaker of the evening. I'm really excited. We're going to introduce Ashley, who's another member of the Project Weber Renew team, and she's got a few things to share. So Ashley, take it away.
Thank you all for coming together tonight to celebrate Project Weber Renew. When I was thinking about what to say to you all tonight, I wanted to speak about the elephant in the room. Obviously, we are all here tonight because of the pandemic, COVID-19. But I wanted to tell you all what the pandemic was like through Project Weber Renew's eyes. I can remember one day, I had just gotten off the phone with Rich, my pandemic partner. He informed me that our client had overdosed again, and again, he wasn't able to get to treatment, even after having a near-death experience. And I was so nervous because I knew the very next day we would have a staff meeting to decide if we would stay open or if we would close our essential doors like so many others. In the moment, I was trying so hard to separate work from home, but work was home. Some of you might remember the Disney Family Sing-Along that happened in April of 2020. It was partly a concert and partly a public service announcement, and partly a benefit for food banks across the country. I remember this concert so well, sitting on the couch with my kids. I watched as the beautiful Beyonce graced the screen and sung, "When you wish upon a star, it makes no difference who you are." And when I heard those words, I broke down and I cried and I cried and I cried. And I was crying because the truth is, when you wish upon a star, it does make a difference who you are. And for our clients, it makes a huge difference. The next day, I was so proud to go into work and see that all of my team agreed that we had to keep our doors open. As we watched the numbers of COVID cases rise, we also saw the numbers of deathly overdoses skyrocket. We saw the need for basic needs skyrocket, and we saw the pure desperation of too many people that we serve. To make a very long story short, not only did we survive, but we thrived and conquered in this pandemic. You see, while the rest of the world was focused just on COVID-19, we were still fighting other wars. We were still fighting the overdose epidemic. We were fighting for racial equity, and we were fighting so hard what we like to call the relapse epidemic. But since the pandemic began, we served more than 2,500 individual clients. We've given out more than 5,500 doses of Narcan, including organizing the largest single-day Narcan distribution event in Rhode Island's history. We almost doubled in size, and the best part about that is 2 of our new employees are our previous clients. You see, we don't want to just have people wishing upon stars. We want to make sure that the stars are aligned for everybody.
Whew. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you so much. That was
awesome.
Unbelievable. We hope that everyone who's wishing upon a star tonight can click that donate button.
Yeah, that was really moving. Thank you so much, Ashley. That was a little tearjerker for me. So that was really great.
We've watched it a few times and cried every time. So thank you all so much for being here tonight, for celebrating with us.
Yeah.
This is truly a celebration of perseverance and of this organization that has done so much and impacted so many lives. I hope that we have given you somewhat of just a small taste of what they have done for this community and what they will continue to do with your support and your help.
Absolutely. So once again, donate, share, volunteer, come join one of our committees, come take part in this amazing movement and organization, And I just want to thank you guys for all being here. Everyone that's here, all the folks that performed, all the folks that told stories, just all of you that are tuned in, just spreading the word about Project Weber Renew, because it's an organization, we've grown so much. The organization itself has grown so much with amazing leadership, amazing community buy-in. It's been awesome, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what comes next.